Welcome to Season 2 of On the Mic with Dr. Race, the Global Mentor Coach, and you're listening to Business Basics. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow your business. Season 1 was a reboot of my podcast. I chose to be transparent about my struggles as a podcaster when I first started back in 2018. This season, I continue to share with you some of those original episodes from that time. Why? Because there's a lot of value in learning from other people's mistakes. As entrepreneurs, we tend to get caught up in wanting things to be perfect and just right, and there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing, one of the best things you can do for yourself as an entrepreneur is to be comfortable with being perfectly imperfect, because it's from that position of humility that you learn and grow. As you listen to the podcast, I want you to see and hear the growth and know that if I can do it, you can do it too. Listen, there's always, and I mean always, a win-win. And this particular episode closed out 2018. I always like to end the year with words of positivity for the new year. And in this particular episode, I highlight a new program that would give people opportunity for a new life going into 2019. Take a listen. Welcome to another segment of Business Basics. You're on the mic with me, Dr. Race, the Global Mentor Coach. And this is my last podcast of 2018. Can you believe it? We're about to go into 2019 and I am looking forward to a stellar year. I've got some great things lined up for you, but I wanted to end 2018 with a bang. And when I say a bang, I'm going to talk about a program that's in my backyard because I love my home state of Florida. So it's amazing to me. I have a hospitality background, so I'm passionate about the industry, particularly because I'm passionate about people having food to eat. And so I've always been kind of drawn to it, but I'm also been passionate about serving. I think it's just part of who I am. I grew up with a serving heart, a servant mentality. That was something that my family instilled in us. So this article brings me great joy to share. And it is about the heat program that is happening. The article is on the Miami Herald and it's called Miami Hotels Need Cooks, Overtown Residents Need Jobs. A new program is changing that. The HEAT program, basically, it's a culinary program, and it stands for Hospitality Employees Advancement and Training. Yeah. Listen. Love it. Love it. There's one, the article follows this woman who, she gets up at 6:30 a.m., every morning, and, she's getting ready and listen, headed down to put in the work. It actually opens with her holding a business card from, get this, the Fontainebleau Resort in Miami Beach. Before being accepted into the program, this woman worked an hourly job as a dishwasher and line cook at a breakfast restaurant, making $11 an hour. But now Miami's most prominent hotels are considering her and 9 others from City of Miami's District 5. That includes Overtown, Liberty City, Little Haiti, and Alapata, for full-time $15 an hour cook jobs with benefits and paid time off. You tell me that's not awesome. Because it's amazing. It's an opportunity for people to grow and have a better life. The program is primarily funded by the Fontainebleau Resort in Miami Beach, the Diplomat Beach Resort in Hollywood, and the St. Regis Resort in Bal Harbour, and the Hyatt Regency in downtown Miami. They're in partnership with the Overtown's Community Redevelopment Agency. So, listen, the Overtown CRA is on board with this. This is amazing. And the training, the HEAT program, is aimed at helping both the industry and eager workers. So it's two-sided. This is a win-win program. Listen, if you want to come up with some things that can benefit your job, your company, and your community, Look at programs like this. You want to be innovative. Who can you partner with? Because this is a partnership between all of these different organizations. Looking at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach, the Diplomat in Hollywood, St. Regis Resort in Bal Harbour, and the Hyatt Regency in Miami. All four of these hotels partnering with the CRA in Overtown. Come on. This is a win-win because it's going to help residents from some of Miami's poorest communities. It's going to help those people get good paying jobs and benefits. What do you think that's going to do for the community? Bam, boost it. That's going to be great for the economy. It's a win-win. This can be life-changing for people. And just imagine if this is something you've always wanted to do and probably never felt that you can, kind of pull yourself up. Come on. Tourism has always been one of the largest employers, particularly here in South Florida, in Miami. In the past decade, it has seen even greater growth with a 42% increase in the number of overnight visitors to Miami. To serve those visitors, the number of tourism workers has jumped 31% since 2008 to 325,600 employees in South Florida. That's not even including, the trends when it comes to the culinary trends and, celebrity chefs that come here. We have South Beach Wine and Food Festival every year. Listen, more than 2,300 new hotels and restaurants have opened in Miami since 2008, creating new positions for cooks. So it's amazing how it works. Traditionally, hotels rely on J-1 visas, work and travel visas for cooks. But the problem with that is it's good in some regards, but the downside is it leads to high turnover because those work and travel visas are short term. They're not forever. And, the manager of the Diplomat is telling the truth. It is very difficult to find qualified culinarians in South Florida. So this program not only meets me, but it fulfills it. I love this program because in the areas that it's targeting, Overtown, Liberty City, Little Haiti, those areas, listen, those are primarily African American communities. And typically African Americans working in Miami's hotel industry often get stuck with the lower paying positions. And there are not a lot of promotion opportunities available to them. That's just the reality, And that's sad, but that's not just in Miami. I've seen this across, in a lot of different cities across the hotel industry, the hospitality industry, and it's very difficult. It's also difficult to keep a job, as particularly in the hospitality industry, because it's taxing. People don't realize how strenuous it is. So it's hard work and low pay. It is, again, I'll say it again, it's hard work and low pay. You cannot expect people to do back-breaking work for little pay. I can go be a cashier, get paid the same as a cashier, rather than sit here and break my back making hotel beds. And that's just the reality. So the turnover is high. Nearly 17% of Overtown residents were unemployed in 2017 compared to 7.4% in Miami-Dade as a whole. For African Americans, job prospects are more grim. 25% of African Americans in Overtown are unemployed compared to 13.8% countrywide. That's a problem. And it has nothing to do with education, because more education doesn't necessarily mean better employment. Because the unemployment rate for people in Overtown with some college or an associate's degree is 13% compared to 6.7% of county residents with the same education. Doubled. It's doubled. And it's sad because Overtown it's a great area. It's very historic. There's a lot of culture there. And I think because of the community, a lot of times places like Overtown and Liberty City are overlooked. They're undervalued. People don't get it, and they don't give the residents and people there the same opportunities, and that's unfortunate. We have got to stop. If you're going to be in business, you cannot judge books by their cover. You can't do it. Can't do it. In March of 2016, union leaders and the city of Miami commissioner traveled to Las Vegas to get a glimpse of how Las Vegas's Culinary Academy trains thousands of people for hotel jobs each year. And so you've got to step outside of where you are to see how other people are doing it and come up with your own programs, your own ideas, your own concepts. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. You have to want to put in the work. This program, the HEAT program, is 8 weeks. It is a free 8-week course for students, and it covers everything from waste management and kitchen product pricing to knife skills and plating. And it happens at the Overtown Performing Arts Center. Let me tell you how much these hotels are contributing. They believe in this program so much that each hotel contributes about $80,000 to this program for it to be free. Not only are the hotels contributing, the Miami International Airport restaurants, Marlins Park restaurants, and the Gulfstream Park Casino in Hallandale Beach are contributing. Do you think this is a fair? Yes, it's a program. Yeah. You think they see the win-win? Absolutely, they see the win-win in it, because it is a win-win. It's a win-win. And they're involved in the curriculum to make sure that it's going to meet their qualifications. There's a woman that was in the program. She worked as a food runner at the Diplomat for 14 years. How was she at the Diplomat for 14 years as a food runner and nobody gave her a leg up? They didn't have any type of training or program that could put her on a path of promotion within the company. And in her own words, she's wanted to work in the kitchen but has never been able to move up. And now, because of this HEAT program, 14 years later, they're considering her for a cook position. You got to look at this, because in this day and age, people listen up. When opportunities show up, they're taking it. They're taking it. And they're sacrificing. These people are sacrificing to participate in this program. And I think it's amazing. It's amazing, because they're sacrificing so much for what they want. And so what I'm saying to you as a business owner, if it means it that much to you, you'll find where there's a will, there's a way. And you know, a lot about this article is eye-opening, because it's something that's doing something for the community. It's a win-win for the business and the community. And they did their research. Do your research, because there is a way to support your community and come up with a win-win. There's always a way. So I love that article. And so I appreciate you guys listening to this podcast in 2018. I started this in this particular segment in July. And man, I tell you, it's been a blast. It's been a pleasure to share with you just a few business basics, and I'm honored to end it on this high note, because where there is a will, there is a way. There is always a win-win solution. You just have to be willing to do the research and come up with the idea to make it happen. So again, this is my final broadcast for 2018. I appreciate all of you for listening so much. Thank you for sharing it across your networks. But I really, really appreciate you supporting the podcast financially. I appreciate you again so very much. I don't take your time, your listening ear for granted. I'm looking forward to amazing results, great things in 2019. But as for 2018, this is me, Dr. Race, the Global Mentor Coach, signing off until we speak again in 2019. Have a great day and remember to spread lots of love and light. Here in season 2, we can hear how much I grew in just a few short weeks of recording my podcast. I can hear the ums, the smacks, and the breaths. This episode also had too much silence, and it was silence in so many places. Remember in season 1, I talked about how good silence can be, but it's also a distraction. There's such a thing as too much pause. You just have to find that balance. Thanks for listening to this episode of Business Basics. This season's episodes are building on season 1 to teach some business fundamentals to help you define and strengthen your brand while learning from my podcasting mistakes from day 1. Go ahead and like and share this podcast. Spread the word about Business Basics. I really appreciate your support and your listening ear. If there are topics you'd like me to cover, or if you need a business coach, email me at info@globalmentorcoach.com. Again, thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. Race, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light. Until next time.